Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today I'm very excited because it's time to get back to the bear. This is season 1, episode 3. This show has really surprised me and been just a chaotic mess at times. So let's see where we go.
I have never been more enthralled in the behind the scenes at a kitchen than I am right now watching The Bear. I've absolutely loved it.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing these upcoming episodes. The first 2 that we just went through were very stressful. I'm looking for that to continue, oddly. Let's go!
She's gonna be up to causing trouble. No.
Good, we get to see him outside the kitchen a little bit.
It's back in New York.
No, I think that's Chicago still.
I didn't cause it. I can't cure it. A lot of my life,
Hey, isn't that...
I thought I was just a victim. Because my husband drank so much, this would happen, or
Breakfast
that would
Club.
happen.
Yeah,
Molly
it looks
Ringwald?
a lot like Molly Ringwald.
I thought if I just could throw out his liquor, hide whatever he was on, that would fix it.
It looks...
You can't curb that kind of chaos until the thinking changes.
Yeah, that's her.
I know I played a part in his abuse. That the best thing for me to do is just to try to keep my side of the street clean. Instead of trying to fix everything, just remove myself from any situation that is or could become toxic.
Oh, that's hitting him hard.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, fucking jack-off?
Jeez.
These guys gotta pick up their orders now.
I need chips.
What chits?
I need chips.
Listen to the words.
Why are they doing this in front of customers?
So sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience.
Partner, who took my trays? Again, that's that.
Nobody took your trays. I prepped them. They're in the oven ready.
Awesome, thank you.
This is a mess.
Wow, could you imagine that with customers?
Not enough peppers, not for one sandwich.
Lawson, what am I getting today? $40?
Gotta cut more peppers. I don't know how to go ahead.
God, this just gives me anxiety.
I know. Every time we get into that environment, it's just like...
You would have to really love food to work in that industry. Sorry, folks. It's not for me.
That's why they call it an art.
Yep.
There's a lot of talented people out there that do well in making food and chefs and all that stuff. Seeing a theme in this one now.
I copied them out of your books. I mean, if it's too much, I could take it down.
Oh, no, it looks good.
That's some high-end stuff.
Well, it takes 12 people to prep that. There's plum wine. Just cook it, you cook it, and you cook it, and you cook it until it becomes syrup. It takes hours. 2 shifts, 2 different people just watching that shit.
Just for the sauce.
Shit.
So, like, thick and, like, chewy?
Not too squishy. No one could do it. It was always too soft. It was too hard, or it would melt too quickly, or it was too gummy. And then one day a sous chef, he just hit it. He spent every minute of like a year trying to figure it out.
So how do you do it?
Well,
Feel fat. Feel fat congeals when it's cold.
yeah. No, that's...
Fuck, man. Mission accomplished.
Sydney, hey, can I talk to him in the office for a sec? Actually, it's defining roles, right? It's creating a better workflow. You're used to that.
It doesn't mean I liked it.
It's a start.
It's a mistake.
It'll help.
It'll create a toxic, hierarchical shit.
We have to cut it out. We have to change the chemistry, right?
Change the kitchen.
I will dial business. You are everything else. Let's try.
Okay,
Great. Let's go.
now?
We're doing this now.
Here we go.
This way, we're gonna look like a team, right?
Robust.
Yes.
Mine is better, Jeff.
Okay. I'm gonna hand it over to Chef Sydney in just a second, but first,
Look at her.
What's up? I don't know what's going on.
we're implementing a French brigade.
Cool. Yeah. And that.
That's bullshit.
See, everybody
man.
was on board until he came in.
I was in a brigade once. What happened? Many people died.
Guys, this is what real teams do, okay? Everybody takes care of their own station. They keep their own side of the street clean.
That's what Molly said.
I am gonna go get that phone, but you are in good hands. Take it away, Chef. Thank you, guys.
He's trying. A lot of resistance.
So, Carmy is the head chef
guy. He's the chef de cuisine. I am the sous.
Like hierarchy.
It's more about dividing labor. Like I just follow orders, even if it leads to tension and chaos and resentment, and ultimately doesn't work.
Whoa, way to set it up.
You are now the chef de partie.
Chef de partie.
Yes.
I accept.
I accept.
Some dude asking for Michael.
Who?
Nico?
I'll hit him.
What's that about?
Nah, he's just some idiot. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
What's
boy.
going on here, Richie?
What's up? You blow a fuse or something?
No, I just felt like Michael was alive for a second.
No thanks.
Oh, that was heavy.
Oh, all that stress tension on the heart.
Yeah.
Promise this type of structure will be super helpful. It'll make things run smoother, calmer.
Chef, I gotta run a quick errand. Hold down. Order, thank you, Chef.
Wow.
Just like that.
Hey, Sydney, handle this for
You
me.
got it. You got it.
Interesting how they had that sign almost blurred out.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, is
Okay,
Sydney
so I'm gonna
using
do checks
his
in a
knives?
second. So just
Yep, she just needed a break.
Yeah, I just needed a minute away from all of it.
Chef, what's family meal?
Chicken sugar, using as few oven pans as possible.
Great, thank you.
Okay, so it tastes like
Behind.
corn still. Yeah, but like
Hi,
different levels.
Chef, come on.
Oh!
Ooh, man.
I am fine. Please, let's just close the box cutter. Thank you, and not put it there. Excuse me.
Relax.
Behind.
Yo, you two look like you joined the dumbass cult.
Thank you.
Hey,
Hey, that's teamwork. That's
Yeah.
what you need.
Let's not be so resistant against it. Resistance?
Yeah.
Well, I can't talk tonight.
Oh, what are we sabotaging here? Why you cranking up the heat like that?
I don't
No.
think that was supposed to happen.
Definitely sabotaging. That's weird. It's like the FU kind of thing. Oh,
Is
boy.
that Nico? Yep.
Shit. Fuck.
Oh, sorry.
Scott's boiled.
I put it lower earlier. I put it lower earlier. I don't know.
Thank you, Richie.
That's not funny.
Why would you?
Where are the onions? They prepped?
Tina's on the onions.
No.
Tina should be on onions.
Yes,
I
chef.
told her earlier, like you said.
Yes, Chef.
Yes, chef.
Thank you.
Poor
You knew it was
Sydney.
going to be an uphill battle to get
That's
the
a
respect
lot
out of
of
everybody.
lot of
He knew
stress.
it. He called it out.
Yep.
I gotta tell you, he shouldn't be hot. How many times you given up?
What a dick move.
That was a...
All you need is direction. How many times you want the answers?
Why would you do that to your own team is what I don't understand, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you all are represented under the same roof.
Right.
Want somebody to look bad.
Man, poor Sydney. She's definitely getting a hell of an experience in this episode.
Come on, God. You can take a picture, try to hit a joint. I swing at everything, and ended up 2 for 5.
Chefs,
How many
walk
times you tried?
She went and crushed through those onions.
Not good. Okay. I'm gonna need bags and napkins already ready before service. Plus, Manny and Angel are helping you out with paper cups and plates. But floors, because they are so dirty, I almost broke my neck. And honestly, I think I'm gonna pass out just looking at them. What's up?
Just there it is.
It's fine.
Fine. Did I piss you off?
No, if you are happy with this, then I am.
Ouch.
This is all before opening on one day.
She looks more exhausted every scene.
Where are my onions?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
I don't know.
What are you doing here, Richie? Are you working or are you talking?
Hey.
Hey.
We should be outsourcing bread.
Way ahead of you.
Okay.
All right. You didn't take my onions, did you?
No, they did this to me last week. It's just part of paying your dues.
They did this to me last week.
Just sabotage each other.
Yeah.
You are angry right now. Damn, we got you.
Okay. All right.
Fuck.
Hey, come on, Sydney.
Fuck off.
It's just.
Oh, that's gonna fall.
No.
No,
Understand, it's
you
just
don't.
heavy.
So you stick to your shit.
Oh,
no.
that's gonna
I'll
fall.
stick to mine.
It's way too top heavy.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
There's the whole rack.
And her finger.
Oh,
is
veal
cut.
stock.
It's the
oh,
veal stock.
no. Oh, no. No!
Oh, maybe she'll be all right.
The finger.
Oh!
Oh no, Sydney.
He didn't even say anything. Just came in to help clean up. Good on him. Good on him. That's teamwork right there. Don't rub it in. Don't say shit. Just come in and help.
Man, it's like if they don't get their shit together, they're all going to be out of the job.
What were you doing, Mike?
That's not confusing at all.
It's like one of those systems where you know what's going on.
Nobody else.
Nobody else will.
The number you have reached is not in service.
That's like when we walk into Diamond Dave's office.
Yeah.
What is all this shit?
Hey, as long as the person operating it knows what's what.
I do have a chaos setup, but at least I know. It's not as bad as this guy's saying, though.
Oh, you gotta get that stitched up, Sydney.
I don't know if I can look.
Family's up.
Thanks.
At least with box cutters, it's usually a fine cut, you know? That's not how to wrap it. That sounds like Chicago. Or any big city.
If this is gonna work the way that I think we should probably try to listen to each other.
That's fair.
I thought you wanted to fire people.
Not yet.
I could stand out here. I can make a difference here. We could share ideas. I could implement things that make this place better. And I don't want to be wasting my time working on another line, tweezing herbs on a dish that I don't care about, or running brunch, God forbid.
What's wrong with brunch?
I went to an Al-Anon meeting. My brother, he was an addict.
Chef, that is a little too personal, I think.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm
Got
sorry.
me too.
Oh, a little levity.
I've never heard it called Al-Anon before.
Me neither.
Yeah, you know.
I feel like I'm owed one.
Sure.
Or 3, considering the day she had.
You know, I know that.
But now I know that you know.
I'm glad they had the conversation of that they could be real in a safe space.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Brunch.
You don't like paying $20 for eggs?
Absolutely destroyed, yeah.
That's why we're hating on brunch. My lord! Ugh.
Sounds like something out of Harry Potter.
Ugh. It's nasty. Had it at a Super Bowl party last year. At first, it's like, oh, this isn't terrible. And then about 5 seconds later, it hits you and wrecks your everything.
I wonder if we're going to get payoff for that Nico meet.
Yeah, find out what that was about.
My sister's calling.
Government changed.
Man, how much can they pack into an episode in this show? It's ridiculous.
Well, you know, to me, I was just thinking, like, how phenomenal they are in 3 episodes of creating that stressful environment, making it stressful for the audience mostly.
That's the thing that they've done such a crazy job of on this show is now he's out on the water, starting off, ending right where he started.
Yeah. Okay, so a couple of things that I took out of this episode, aside from, look, we all know it's amazing. I'll kind of, not to gloss over that, but amazing show, banger, love it, it's great. In big businesses, big multi-million-dollar companies, large factories, a couple of guys can loaf off, play jokes, kind of slack off a little bit, and the business is going to be fine. You're going to make your money every day selling your widgets or repairing your widgets, whatever it might be. But in a small business like this where they've got maybe 6 employees, I think,
7 or 8,
something like that, whatever it might be. Look, everybody's got to pull their weight every single day. And especially what, Carmine and Sydney are trying to put together here. Everybody's got to be all in every day. You can't have people sabotaging. You can't have Richie coming in and just kind of shitting all over everything that they're about to implement when they're about to make these big changes. Because, look, I don't know it's frustrating, and I'm sure it's meant to be as the audience for me, because I'm like, don't you guys get it? If you don't pull this together, this restaurant's going bye-bye and you're going to have to go find other jobs. And that's it, because I don't know if Carmine, shared with everybody. I don't think he has in the previous 2 episodes. I think Richie knows the financials and kind of how dire it is. And not to mention, he owes $300,000 to Jimmy King, Uncle Jimmy. But it's like, look, I don't understand how they don't get it that if they don't pull their weight and get this together, this place is shutting down in a matter of months. They're already at a C from the health code. And it's just like, you have these old habits. And look, anybody who's worked in any kind of, I don't care if it's a kitchen or a factory, look, I think a number of us can say we've seen, the folks who don't want to change, who are resistant, who maybe come into meetings and throw their weight around and say a bunch of stuff, trying to run down things that need to be different or need to change, need to adapt to changing times, whatever it might be. And you see how quickly those thoughts can infect other employees and how they can totally change somebody's thinking who might otherwise have been all on board to try something new. And then Richie comes in and says, what is this? We're making fun of everything and it's not going to work. And then the next thing you know, then everybody turns and it's right back to the old habits that aren't going to work out. Like, this place is done in a matter of probably less than a month, unless they can pull it together and start working as a team. And that's just because I've actually seen that in place, not in the food industry, but in the industrial setting, I guess, where, things need to be different, things need to change. And so many people are hesitant to do that. And you just see how one person can affect that. So for me, that was kind of the big takeaway. I'm sure when they had Molly Ringwald in there kind of giving her talk, I'm sure a lot of that's going to come into play in either later episodes or even kind of a little bit of it this episode, because there was something that, and I forget what it was, but I know I called it out during the show. Molly said something in there about keeping your side of the street clean, I think, or something like that. And then Sydney brought that up, I think, referring to how the brigade was going to work and everybody was going to kind of work at their stations. So again, I think in a large setting, a large factory, like, look, you can afford to maybe screw with somebody's onions or go hide their screwdriver or their adjustable wrench, and maybe it's not a big deal. In this environment,
it's a big deal.
You can't just hide somebody's onions and then have to start over, or turn up the heat on the sauce that they were making and just totally screw it up and then have to try to fix it by reducing it out.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, Just this was a great episode, and again, I think it ties into so much. The more I watch it, the more that I see it's obviously not just about cooking, but I think any industry, you can kind of pull your own experiences out of it for sure.
I think this show, as well as any show I think I've ever watched, does a great job of making you anxious the whole time. I think that the worst show I think I've ever watched in regards to giving me anxiety, I think, was Breaking Bad. I used to watch that show and it physically, it made me like, oh God, But this show, it's the situations, but also the pace, the loud personalities that we have, as Mason Quinn said, the dire situation that we know that we are in.
In that claustrophobic environment, too.
Very claustrophobic, but not only a claustrophobic environment, it's also a dangerous environment, which we saw today. It's just a box cutters, but people working with knives all the time around very hot stoves. I mean, so it is a dangerous environment. And then you have slippery floors, which they brought up. A kitchen, you don't think of it, you're making food. No, a kitchen can be a dangerous environment. Are you going to have a crushing hazard like you might have in some sort of factory or something like that? No, maybe not, but it's still definitely a dangerous environment. So there's that. Look, Richie is just, I get that he was,
I want him gone.
He was tight with Mike. And there's definitely a power struggle between him and Carmine. But it seems like Richie is the guy who's undermining the things he want to do. And as you said, Mason Quinn, I don't know if it's to make the cut, but when they were talking even just about the aprons and everybody seemed on board, not everybody loved it, but then he was like, no, fuck this, and then everybody else is like, well, if he's not going to wear it, why do I have to? And it can really mess a team up when you have somebody who doesn't really want to get on board with things, but it's even worse when it's somebody who's, higher up who refuses to get on board with things. And I don't know if moving forward we see Richie and Carmy, kind of learn to work together with their own personalities, or if Carmy's just got to lay it down and say, look, this is how it's going to be. And if you're not on board, then you're out the door. We saw some vulnerability. I don't even know if it's called vulnerability with Carmy finally going to the Al-Anon. Where we're at, we just call it AA. So Al-Anon, it almost threw me off a little bit. I'm like, Al-Anon, Alcoholics Anonymous, of course. A really powerful speech by Molly Ringwald. It took me just a split second. I'm like, wait, what? And Dave was like, that's Molly Ringwald. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't know. Actually, Diamond Dave's looking it up. Al-Anon is not the same as Alcohol Anonymous. AA supports people with alcoholism to achieve sobriety, while Al-Anon is for family members and loved ones of people with alcohol use disorder to cope with the impact of the addiction in their lives. Okay,
which makes sense.
Which makes a lot of sense. And I just thought it was maybe, again, with AA, Al-Anon, both obviously starting with AA. I had thought maybe it was just a different way that they reference it in the city, but I'm really glad you pulled that up because it's a whole separate thing. There's things that certain people deal with, and then there's things that the people dealing with them have to deal with that can be equally as stressful. I know this is drastically different, and I'll just share a little bit of my stepfather's dealing with some cognitive issues right now. He's 79 years old, and anybody who's dealt with that knows that it can be very stressful. And so there's things that he's going through, but there's also things that the rest of our family are going through, trying to mitigate those things and the level of stress that we have. And obviously that's a drastically different situation than somebody who's an alcoholic, but people who have to be there for other people with issues, it can be incredibly trying. I didn't even know Al-Anon was a thing, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I didn't either.
That's what I learned with the show. And I think it's really good that it is a thing, because sometimes those are the people that really need help as well. So, and I love the speech that Molly Ringwald gave. And there's so much truth to that, so often we try to just fix things. How can we fix it? How can we clean it up? How can we make it better? And what are the short-term fixes? And at the end of the day, when she's like, I'm just going to keep my side of the street clean, sometimes that's all you can do. And that can be very difficult as a family member. And, the one thing we do know about Carmy was he wasn't there for a lot of it with Michael, because he was off doing his own thing. And I think there's really a sense of guilt that comes along with that, knowing that you were doing your own thing when somebody else that was close to you really probably needed you. That being said, when somebody's making those decisions, you kind of still got to live your life. So it can put other people in a difficult spot. And, ironically, after he passes, that's when Carmy feels like he's got to come and, kind of pick up where Michael left off, even though, as we've shown, he was a very, very successful chef. So there, again, the writing, to take a show about a restaurant and to have it have this level of depth, and we're only 3 episodes in, it instantly becomes very clear, like the awards and the praise that this show got. I mean, they are taking again what I think. You could take a story about a kitchen and run it in 75 different ways. You spin this and it could be a 90s, sitcom type thing where everybody plays their role and it's kind of a comedy or whatever. You could have it be a drama. But for them to go the direction that they've gone and create such a powerful narrative, and especially in these short episodes. And I know we say it a lot and it's kind of cliche, but man, they go by fast and they don't let off the gas pedal. And I can't say enough about this show. And the performances from everybody. I know Jeremy Allen White got so much praise for this show, but I really think the supporting cast is just elevating everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this episode, 3 in, and it's every time, and probably last time I'll say it, maybe. The when we get thrown into the scenes where they're in the store, in the shop, it's just nonstop, high tension, chaos, all that stuff. and you feel like, man, I don't want to be there. So I really do like how they showed Richie and Sydney having a huge, loud verbal altercation in front of customers.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge no-no for everywhere, pretty much. You don't want to have that kind of conflict being being shown in front of customers. I'm surprised they didn't really have anyone walking out, which I'm sure if you go back, you could see some of the customers' faces like, what is going on?
The only thing that I think justified that situation, and there's no justifying that situation at all, but it was in that nature of restaurant in that area of Chicago. I'm like imagining myself in like a Subway or something, and that's happening. You'd be like, oh, like, hey, I mean, at that point, the customers have to step in. Hey, maybe everybody needs to relax.
Yeah, it's like when you go to the restaurants like where they purposely insult you.
Yeah,
you know, it's something like that.
But I mean,
that's different,
level.
given
right?
given
you know,
yeah, you know, what you
given the
expect.
like, I've been in some pizza places in big city, and obviously it's a lot different with a pizza place where the workers can kind of bullshit with each other and yell at each other, and you're just like, hey, it's the environment.
It's part of the show.
In a big city pizza, it's part of the show.
Yep.
It's part of the experience. But this was kind of next level.
Yeah. So in their opportunity to try to make some changes with the French brigade, you know, we're currently still stuck at chaos, and we're trying to go to some kind of controlling features where it helps everybody out. So I thought that was pretty unique in this episode. Molly Ringwald, for her to kick off this episode, that was some powerful stuff right there. And I'm glad that this show is actually, you know, it obviously themes of cooking. There, you know, we have a center plate, so to speak, of food, but then we have all this surrounding that's going to make this show what it is. And I thought having that in here right away to kind of give us a little bit more insight to what Carmy's going through, or at least thinking, because outside of that, we saw him in the office, like grabbing his chest.
Yeah,
I would assume about to have a somewhat of a panic attack. I think you can have a heart attack that young, but
Absolutely.
It's not really likely. But in that stage, I thought he was getting ready to have a panic attack. And from what we've seen, what was it, Joel McHale?
Yep.
The way he was talking to him. Carmy also said, oh, here's a flashback, you know, from the past, or however he said that, with all the pictures on the walls and everything like that from his books. And that was pretty cool. That I believe it was Marcus, where Marcus is like, yeah, I thought this would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, let me know if you want to take it down.
Inspirational,
You know, he could take the inspiration from that. So I'm glad Carmy's like, no, I keep it up. But he did have a flashback to Chef McHale there, and it's just like,
Well, I like how he explained the plums and how that went into the dessert, because as somebody who doesn't know anything about food, it helps the audience understand the level that Carmy was working at and what goes into food of that level.
I mean, it's crazy. Oh, it took 12 people to prepare that dish.
Yeah.
Like
2 days for it to just get to a syrup.
Yeah.
And 2 shifts, whatever it was. And
it's not even as good as a turtle sundae. Too bad for them.
God, I think when I worked at TGI Fridays, we throw a packaged frozen Oreo cookie in a bowl and heat up some hot fudge and caramel, throw it over. That shit was bomb, dude. The old
You put some plums up against that, please.
the old Oreo cookie with the hot caramel and fudge. Come on.
well, and then it kind of came back, right, with veal.
Yeah.
And then Sydney, God bless her heart for this episode, she went through it, and she knew she was going to go through it trying to implement this kind of change. Mm-hmm. And the resistance that some of these characters give, and I know some of it was prank, but at the same time, it's like, she did not need to crank up that fire.
No.
And ruin that batch and then have to try to save it. I thought that was pretty dirty.
That's not
She'd
even
be fired if it was my
That's
kitchen.
not a fair look. The work prank, the onions thing. Read the room, right? Like, it's one thing to play a prank. Like, we've all anybody who's worked construction, hey, go get the board stretch. Go get the board stretcher.
Left-handed screwdriver.
The left-handed screwdriver. But it's like during like a stressful time. It's like maybe now's not the time.
Yeah, and for Richie, I mean, he's got some mad insecurities, and a lot of these folks don't like change. They're so stuck in their ways that this change that Carmy and Sydney are trying to, implement will, I think, be best for the team. And if we have to make some cuts here because some folks just don't want to get on board to at least try, then if they end up saying, yeah, you're done, it's like, oh, I don't feel sorry for you on that one.
Yeah.
But
it's such a tough spot to put Sydney in too, where the
Hey,
whole
you're in charge
kitchen.
tonight, I gotta go.
Yeah, that and the kitchen didn't really respect her from the start.
No.
They
being
looked at her as a
young,
newbie.
coming in, has these ideas,
Rookie.
going to make changes. The college educated, whatever, and there was a level of respect that's not there either.
Yeah, and I really did appreciate the conversation with the one-on-one with Carmy and Sydney, because trying to understand and get the feelings out is, I think, very important, especially for those two, for what they're trying to accomplish here. So having a better understanding of where both of them are at is what's best for them to help push forward whatever they need to do. And again, back to Richie, man, I know he has a good heart in certain moments, but holy shit, dude, like,
He doesn't belong in a restaurant.
like, wow, let's at least try, Richie. I hope we get some episodes here where you start turning some kind of corner, because it's getting to the point where it's like, yeah, let's cut some ties.
Yeah. Folks, we're on episode 3. I want to know how many people you wanted to have fired in this restaurant.
How many people watched this episode? I was thinking the whole time, how many people are watching this episode, and if they're sitting here like, all right, I quit, fuck it, see ya, gone, not worth my time.
Well, if I'm Sydney, if I'm the number 2, I'm like, well, these are the people that we're going to get rid of because they're not on board with the program. We'll find somebody who is.
Yeah.
You either get it done or we'll get it done for you. And with that, folks, we will be moving on to the next one. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This was Bad Medicine. That was The Bear. I'll see you back for the next one. FX does these half-hour shows, I think, just about as good as anybody.
Well, it's nice because you got to stay tight, and I think that's why the kitchen tension is always skyrocket, which is great.
I'm gonna start outsourcing that bread.
Making donuts.
Oh, donuts, my weakness.
I'll put those up against that plum thing any day of the week.
Dude, give me a glacier from Quick Trip. I'm pretty easy to keep happy.
Look at that. Oh, jelly.
I like the custard ones myself.
Oh, we doing the gourmet donut thing here?
Yeah, is that some orange shaving?
Why is my mouth watering?
Oh,
Because it's
so
donuts.
That's separate. Okay, so that's a separate. I was like, what's going
look
on?
at that.
Oh boy.
Because he wanted to do the cake.
Why are you trying to put a t-shirt on a fucking hot dog? You know what? Then don't borrow money from Cicero you can't pay back, and then we don't have to cater little kids' birthday parties. How about that?
I didn't borrow shit.
Oh.
It's on me now. I don't want to get my legs broken, so shut up and help me out, please.
If that motherfucker gets even close to us, I'm gonna rob his ass.
Oh, God. Oh.
It's a big shot.
Correspondence?
Yeah.
Is that right?
You know, you like to shit on my system, but I run a tight ship, and I get back to my cohorts and my associates.
Cohorts.
Hey, do me a favor. Just name a cohort. Name an associate. Right.
Can you just help me out?
Not
It's gonna
a fish.
fish. It's not fucking fish.
Why'd you inflate it now?
What's it?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, bring your shit. Bring your shit. You fucking. Ah!
And pop.
It's flat.
What you did, baby.
God.
All right, I'm gonna get the spare from the basement.
Well, they got a spare?
Got a spare.
The space. Yeah.
Oh,
Not
look
having
at
to eat bread
that.
anymore is shit. Chef, can you do me a favor and try this?
Yeah, sure. Very well.
Thank you, Chef.
Yeah. There we go.
I appreciate Sydney's self-control.
No shit.
Did you remember when I said so?
Okay.
All
Fired.
right, you're out of here.
Fired.
I have been in this kitchen since before you were born, so just back the.
Yeah, and it's broke.
Excuse me.
Holy shit.
You're fired.
Fired, yeah. So fire.
Yo, this dude is trying to fuck up this little nerd, and this fucking nerd just washes him, bro. Yo, why the fuck on the Kennedy?
It's just a jacket he's wearing.
It's all good, though. So we're in no hurry to see that. I swear to God, cousin, if he calls me Rick, I'm a loser.
Rick.
I'm trying to get us out of this hole, all right? I want today to go smooth. Please do not bring that shit up.
I'm not gonna bring up shit, all right?
Oh, we know. Yeah.
Ah,
Easy as you see what I'll tell you something. I'm the only one.
look at Carmy.
You want us to get this stuff out back, or?
This is so fucking exhausting.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Rick.
No, he called him Rick.
I hate it when you don't answer your phone. Food's here, kiddies.
They got to turn it around.
Look at the house in the background. They're trying to give you an idea of the neighborhood.
Yeah, thanks, Rick.
Carmen, is that you?
Hey, Mr. Zersky, how are you?
I thought you'd killed yourself.
What?
Sir, that was my brother.
Oh, I wasn't expecting it to go that way.
The ketchup, which box?
What kind of is gonna put ketchup on a hot dog?
A child, Richie.
Child. Yo, cousin, what's up with all this fruit?
Homemade ecto cooler.
Oh, shit.
These guys.
Carmy.
Rest in peace, Harold.
He's not gonna put it in the ecto cooler, you think?
No, the bottle's open on the table. Kids.
Yeah, that's bad too.
It used to be my favorite when I was a kid.
Sweet tooth.
Yeah, but not even the taste. I just love looking at them, the colors and the textures, you know.
My guys.
Wow, Chester, yes, wow. Thank you.
Of course, Blubby dog.
Yes.
Hey, bro.
Hi, honey.
What up, T? What you got over there?
Mashed potato.
You know, it's good to see someone like Marcus share his love for donuts like I do.
Chester roommate.
Hey, Chef Sydney.
Why are you here? Sorry.
Oh, getting my boy dialed, dropping off some inspirational materials.
He's a designer.
Oh, what do you design?
All of it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm meeting a brand ambassador, so I can't be smelling like fucking hot jar in there. All right, I'm out.
These characters they get.
If you're into it, then I'm into it. Let me know what you need for help, all right?
All right, gladly.
There we go. That's a leader.
Yep.
Good luck.
All right.
Good chemistry there.
Marcus isn't out sabotaging people or giving attitude.
All good, chef.
Cool. Sweeps is rocking family. Angel, how you feel about salad?
Absolutely, chef.
Gorgeous. Thank you.
So folks in our comments are saying he's an actual chef.
Yeah.
Oh. Thought he was fixing something today.
Hey, chef. How's it going?
Good, chef.
Try a new chocolate cake?
Oh, yes.
And
You've given Marcus a lot of confidence. Well done.
Was that? I didn't like it.
I don't know.
I definitely misread that one, folks.
Oh, well.
Put me down, but I do it in my head. Come in late at night and in the morning.
Oh yeah! Here we go, Marcus. Now we're talking.
I can't get over that members only jacket of Richie's. Wearing it with the sweatpants.
I'm wondering if they didn't leave the bottle on the table because Richie's going to be like, what happened to my bottle? And Carmine takes it.
Kind of like the cigarettes.
No, I haven't made any yet. I'm just trying to do some research, you know, feel out the texture, see what it's really about.
Oh, that's nice. Do you talk about feel?
Yeah.
It sounds like, you know, when you go to your grandma's house and she has the cushion on the top of the toilet seat, you sit on it.
It's like slight deflating.
And it smells like potpourri, but it's...
No ketchup.
You're not you when you're screaming. All my presents.
You guys are so weird. What are you doing opening up other people's stuff for?
Oh.
Carol, can you please help me? It really fucking sucks.
Wow. We went from chaos in the kitchen to chaos at Jimmy's.
Yeah.
Carmy here was the chef of the best restaurant in the world. I mean, at least according to Eater.
There you go, putting him over a little bit.
A little respect on Carmy's name.
Didn't come out to talk to you, all right? I don't want to bicker. I just need quiet.
I don't got anything to say to you, except heads up, you know, Pete's here.
Oh, I'm aware.
Sugar better watch his ass.
Fucker drops off a gift and I won't leave.
Oh, my God. Yeesh.
Yeah, he's just right. He always looks like he's about to call the cops on us. You know what I mean?
Like a narc.
Exactly. Like a fucking narc.
No, they got some common ground right now.
Richard?
Hey, what's up, Phil?
These interactions are interesting.
Yeah.
One of his properties, too?
Actually, no. They called somebody else.
All you had to do was pick up the phone, man.
I never got a fucking call.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. watch this hot dog
All right.
table.
So here's what she said. I repeatedly called Rick at 847-555. Number sound familiar, Ricky?
Yeah.
Oh, he's pushing him.
Nobody looks at digits anymore. I'm 312, dog.
Damn. Damn.
That kid, man.
That kid.
The
There's so much that goes on. So much. It's always something.
Well, the potatoes.
Okay, what does she got here? Let's see how.
Okay, I got it.
I'm just trying to help.
Yeah, thanks. I got it.
Thank you, Chef.
Got it.
Was that progress? Like the
don't-
tiniest bit of progress?
I don't know on this show.
I'll take that for now.
Do you think he's gonna get in some hot water for spending time doing stuff that he wants to do that's not beneficiary for the sake of the restaurant?
I think he's going to be too good at what he does and move on. Be Marcus's donut shop.
I have a lot of trust in Marcus right now.
Well, yeah, I love
Sydney.
the guy. I'm just saying, I wonder if she's gonna be like, "Hey, dude, like,
Nope, that smile says different, Dave.
ugh, this is making me hungry, guys. Real hungry."
Think that their shit wasn't spicy? Like, why would they lie about that?
What's up, dudes?
Oh God, the shirt with the vest and the tie.
Nope.
Oh, I think I meant the shirt taped to the
Hey,
hot
what's in the
dog.
cooler?
No, that too.
Damn, man. Fun birthday party, huh?
What's Richie's face?
Bustin' makes me feel good.
I think Carmy took the pills, man.
Was it like nap time or something?
Oh shit!
Oh,
It's weird.
weird. It's like a horror movie.
Oh no! One of the kids put the.
Hey, I know that, sometimes things are weird or whatever with
Oh, we don't have to do that.
yeah. But I'm a bit of a foodie.
Jesus Christ, Pete.
What? I know how much courage that took for you, so just was pumped for you, I bet probably a lot of people don't realize like how much work that must have took and dedication or whatever.
He's
And
gonna
so
fall
just
over.
It's hitting him right quick.
this freaking guy.
He's gonna see pills.
Shit. Get a little more ketchup here.
Oh,
Shit.
Don't kill me.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Oh,
no.
We spilled a bottle of Xanax in the cooler.
What? Dead?
Jesus, Jimmy.
I think they're just sleeping.
Actually, I'm kind of into it.
compared to what he just went through.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. You're killing it.
Oh my God. We're all laying
Chefs,
on
let's
the
get ready to
lawn.
taste potatoes.
Keep up the good work. Holy shit. Oh, what's going to happen here with the taters?
Something's gonna. I feel like we're at a boiling point.
With her, yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh, shit.
It's gonna be like a behind or a corner or some shit.
Oh, boiling pot.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, made it to the sink.
Man, that camera shot that they had with her following with that, I was like, oh. Oh, she got a prank.
Because I don't have time to f around.
Oh,
You're
never
welcome,
mind.
Chef.
Oh.
Oh. Getting some respect now?
Well, maybe.
This episode.
Was ready to fire everybody.
He's axed the whole party.
Repeat party, Grant Park, 92. You ever miss him?
With the kids in the background.
They're all sleeping too.
We were so close in age, more like a friend and family. We were the same kind of problems around the same time. We had a lot to talk about.
Sounds nice.
Jimmy.
Drugs, alcohol, gambling, mostly because he just insisted on doing stupid shit all the time. He had like, a new career, like every 10 minutes. Want to be a broker. And then he wanted to be a defensive coordinator. I'm dead serious.
Bears.
Some asshole invests in Ed DeBevics, and, suddenly he's a restaurateur.
I think that's the place where they insult you, I think.
Ed
Really stuck your poor
Debevix?
mom
I
with
think
that
so.
place.
No.
Man,
No?
No.
just don't be too disappointed. It doesn't necessarily happen, right?
You know I'm not gonna sell it to you, right?
I know that. Had a dream about him once, your dad, and we were up in like Lake Geneva.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, on a sunnier note, you have knocked 2K off your tab. Congrats.
Nice seg.
I'm the seg king.
You're Jimmy King.
What's that 50 about?
Shipping and handling.
Oh, jeez.
Chef, peppers and potatoes?
1 minute.
Is that a way to double cook, folks? They cook the top while cooking the bottom from a hot pan, or am I just way off on that? Uh-oh.
Go ahead, get it over with.
Get one over with.
Taste it and tell me it's shitty.
It's great. Thanks, Chef.
What?
Now, let's hurry up and roll before we get rolled, yeah?
Hey.
Well, it's a good thing Sydney has patience.
Was Richie telling her it's shitty all the time? And she
I
finally-
think she was just thought that Sydney had it in for her.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was gonna say, yeah.
Well, because
Like-
of what happened previous to where
Yeah.
she...
Jeff. It's like, hey, I'm your boss, but I'm still gonna show you respect and give you your accolades when you deserve them.
I mean, it could have been so easy for Sydney to just to treat her like shit too, but
Yeah.
she kept taking that high road. Oh, the orange.
Orange zest, I believe that is. Isn't it, Diamond Dave?
Well, some could call it that, yes. I don't know what the official title is, but
Good to see Uncle Jay.
Love you, Bear.
Love you.
thanks, Rick.
Later, Richard.
He called him Richard.
I don't understand it. It's so mysterious to me. He's sitting there just sleeping like a baby. I want to beat the living.
Exactly.
You know?
Why do they hate Pete so much?
Hey, look at the bear. He's laughing.
I'll never forget these memories. Fucking there.
Sleep there.
Are we almost back?
Yeah. Sorry.
Million young folks
Wow.
living to be good. Future generations.
I like how in this episode there wasn't the crazy amount of tension.
No,
that we've been
quite
having.
the opposite.
Yeah.
Quite the opposite. A
got
lot
that.
of relationship building here.
We got to actually have a little bit of fun.
Got yourself a family.
Yo,
You gonna have
got some
cake?
family dessert?
There we go.
There we go. Oh,
And ice
Marcus. This looks good. There it is.
Is this show gonna turn into something positive?
Well, we got some amazing characters in this.
What an episode! Wow.
I got to
don't-
see that again.
I don't know if they would have thought that the audience could have handled another like high tension episode.
I'm so exhausted.
Hey.
I'm so exhausted. by
I'm really
this
digging
show.
Marcus's love for
Wow.
donuts and
Yes.
all this other
Yep.
stuff because that's where it hits here for
Yeah.
the old Diamond Dave.
Well, and it could be, look, the restaurant needs something. And if that's Marcus's donuts or somebody else or his desserts and somebody else figuring something out, I mean, that's kind of what we need. Definitely a ton more humor and comedy in this episode. Even some comedy when we weren't sure it was going to be comedy. Like the way they played it off with the bottle of Xanax sitting there, I think we all thought the worst. And here Jimmy's like, nah, it's the best it's been all day. Look at him.
Yeah, well, I was wondering, because we saw, he says, Richie talked about how it takes the edge off. And we saw in the last episode having, a panic attack or whatever. He was having, came into the kitchen early, says, I couldn't sleep. And I'm like, okay, is he going to take the bottle? Then Richie's going to be like, hey, where's my bottle? And later on, we see him taking the pills and that's what that's the
I was worried
direction I
that-
thought.
Oh, I was worried, like I was telling you, the kids. Like,
No, I thought Carmy took the bottle for himself, and we were going to cut to like, I don't know what happened to it, and then later on at the end, we see him taking.
Yeah,
the
it's
pill.
funny because all three of us, I think, thought something different. You thought that. You thought the kids. I thought Michael was just gonna, or I thought Richie was just gonna dump it in there for whatever reason. And it turns out that's
far
kind of
off.
what happened. So Jimmy took it like a champ, though. He was pretty thrilled that things finally calmed down from all the chaos of the birthday
Well, he
party.
screamed, "It fucking sucks in here." So
Give me some help in here. Just
Kids
like
all-
he's in the
kids
kitchen.
all opening the birthday birthday boy's
Here
present.
at Bad Medicine, we do not recommend
don't condone
anything
it.
you've seen in the show The Bear, despite the humor and the comedy associated with it. But no, this episode, look, I think our characters are starting to come together. Sydney and Tina are kind of mending some bridges there. You might say that I maybe overreacted with wanting to fire everybody because they wouldn't get on board. But it's been such a dynamic, and I think more so than just about, wow, I mean, man, any show that I can think of recently where the characters are so dynamic, given such a small amount of time to showcase themselves on this show, I think is incredible. Like, look, we've had shows like Peaky Blinders where the characters are very dynamic, but some of those episodes run pretty long and the characters are given so much time. On here, they have to make the most of what little screen time they have. So big shout out to all the actors here involved, and of course the writers writing the part the way they did, because man, it's just everybody is so different and so unique in the way they act. And I like how each episode it seems like one person in the kitchen gets just a little bit more time to kind of showcase who they are. And in this episode it was Tina and Sydney kind of sort of coming together a little bit. And I think Tina realizing that, look, Sydney's not the enemy here. She's just trying to make it the best that she can. Again, going back to what we said before, where if the kitchen and the restaurant doesn't do well, that doesn't work out for anybody. Everybody's out of the job then. And this episode definitely had the lighter bit to it. Of course, we had the fun with Pete. Folks might have to remind me. I don't recall why there's some animosity with Pete or whatever. Seems like a pretty nice guy. Stood up for Carmy a little bit.
I think he's just
because he doesn't fit in.
He's so like this. There's this family. There's chaos in this family, right? The nature of this family, and he's just like super like white collar, like I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
he made it point to say like, hey, I don't want to get in the middle of you and your sisters. I feel like he's that guy who knows it all from all the sides, and he's just trying to, hey, I just
kind of nudge a little,
just
get everyone
just back to the golf course for you, kind of guy.
I guess, but yeah, I mean, and again, some more comedy in this episode. I enjoyed the back and forth with Carmy and Richie trying to get the donut man in the car fully, or the hot dog man in the car fully inflated. You knew that wasn't going to work out, but they ended up getting into it and then kind of having a laugh about it. So again, episode 4 here, I really thought we needed this to kind of just, okay, we got to dial it back a little bit as the audience is going to go insane if we keep this chaos up. So a lot of fun, a ton of character development, which I really thought we needed. And we're just seeing so many different sides to the characters. And yeah, Marcus, they better watch out. Marcus is going to end up opening up his own sweet shop if he keeps this up, because it looks like he crushed the cake.
Yeah, his own bakery.
Mm-hmm.
This episode, it was such a nice shift in pace, like you guys said. I mean, the last episode and really the first few, I mean, it was like pedal to the floor, all stress, all anxiety, and they kind of started with that a little bit in this episode, and we saw a ton of growth. We saw growth between Tina and Sydney. We saw just maybe not necessarily with the staff growth, but just personal growth with Marcus, just trying to explore some of the things that he's actually passionate about.
And Sydney taking great leadership and pushing him.
Yeah, and I don't know really anything about cooking or being a chef, but I would imagine that people that work in restaurants, maybe they have a specific type of passion. You might go and work at a steakhouse or a restaurant like this, but your passion is dessert and donuts and things like that. And you might not have the opportunity on a day-to-day basis to really hone those skills. And it's nice to see him finding something that really makes him enthusiastic about doing the work. And so that was really cool. The stuff between Sydney and Tina, Tina came in and I think there was a lot of resistance to change, which you're going to see not just in restaurants, that's everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. We also have the age gap, which somebody younger coming in and telling me how to do my job. What do you know about doing this?
Before you were born.
I've been doing it before you were born. That can be difficult. And look, you can't pretend like there's not people in jobs everywhere, every industry all across the globe that are power tripping. And we've all dealt with them, and it's the worst. And a lot of the times it's not about progress. It's not about the well-being of the company or the group or whatever. It's just power tripping, and it sucks, right? And I think that's what Tina thought that was happening here. Even though Sydney made it like clear, hey, these are the instructions I'm getting from Carmy, right? Like, this is my job, is to make sure you're doing your job. And there was a lot of resistance there with Tina, and I felt like the fact that she was able to come to the realization that Sydney's just doing what she's doing for the best interest of the restaurant, and it's not a personal thing. It's not a I'm going to come after you thing. And just potatoes taste great. It was like, oh, okay, because we saw her. Look, Tina turned up the stove, wrecked the last episode, right? And that was a personal thing. I want to make you look bad in front of everybody, and taste is a very subjective thing, right? So if she goes to taste it in front of everybody, oh, this isn't good. You spent all this time working on it, and they're making it clear that there's a lot of time and effort that went into making that, right? Like they showed her doing the peeling and doing the pressing or whatever, all the different stuff. And so I think that was like that moment where she realized like, all right. And it really, that moment between Sydney and Tina really pushes this relationship forward. And we're working with a small enough group of people in this kitchen that all those personal relationships, they matter. And you see it's already close between Sydney and Marcus. Now you have Sydney and Tina, the guys that were in the back, doing the dishes and stuff. They seem cool with everything. The older gentleman who works with the meats, he seems like he's on board with everything. So it really feels like we're starting to get some continuity. The whole episode with Richie and Carmine, they had you thought it was going to go the wrong direction, right? With their fighting in the beginning, and then of course the hot dog suit popping was hilarious. And the fact that Richie's like, I'm going to go get the spare, that they had a spare. And then, the continuation with that where he just taped the shirt on and Pete thought it was, it's great.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed about this show is that it's very short and there's so much stuff going on, even in the background, that you might be laughing like we were about the kids passed out in the kitchen, but there's like some serious dialogue going on at the same time. You have to be so focused on everything.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And look, the relationship between Carmy and Richie has been touchy. The relationship between Carmy and Jimmy has been good, but still a little on edge. And then of course between Jimmy and Rick, we know it was obviously hey, no problems here. They get their first scene, these two are screaming at each other. You're wondering if it's going to go south in front of the kids, and it was kind of a good family moment to see that they all, look, for the sake of the kids, where the kids were being crazy, by the way, they all kind of pulled it together. And look, was it for the sake of the kids? Was it for the sake of each other? Who knows? But it was definitely some much needed kind of deep breaths for this family and a chance to talk it out, right? Like especially, the moment with Rick and Jimmy, where Jimmy realized like, man, I've been going at Richie this whole time over this phone number thing. Yeah. And it wasn't me, it was Mike, right? And then the moment between Jimmy and Carmine, and Carmine's like, I'm not going to sell this restaurant. And Jimmy's like, yeah, I know. And like immediately that pressure, like just gone, right? Like, yeah, I know you're not going to sell it. Yeah. I had to put it out there, previous episodes, like I'm going to buy it, but I know you're not going to sell it. I'm just try to mitigate your expectations is I think what Jimmy's saying here. What I found was interesting was the way that, hey, Carmy's back from New York, and everybody had like their different things to say to him, and the one person, oh, he's a chef, it's embarrassing. And it's like, that was super shitty. And of course we don't know too much about the family dynamic, but enough to think that maybe that job doesn't carry a lot of respect in this family. But we've seen there's another very popular series based on Italian people where restaurant owners are they're held in high regard. That's as far as I can go without spoilers. So, for him to be a chef and, have the mixed reactions among family was interesting. They all kind of recognized he was in New York. And then for Pete actually to be the one who stepped in and was like, hey, best restaurant in the world. That was interesting. So it still showed a very interesting, larger family dynamic, but between our main characters, Jimmy and Rick, and Carmy and Rick, and Jimmy and Carmy, definitely progress. And then, of course, they used the Xanax to create a moment of levity.
You're gonna kill me.
That you didn't think you were gonna get with that moment. Again, I thought. Given the anxiety and the stress with the kitchen, I thought Carmy was going to take him. Rick was going to be like, where'd my pills go? Carmy I don't know. And then just lie straight to Rick's face. You guys thought otherwise, but they took something that could have been very serious and they used it to create levity, but also to kind of create just a really good scene with the three of them. You know what? This is all right. This works. The kids are
like what he just said. I can't wait to hear this.
It's so relatable to any adult that's been at a kids party where kids are running around and screaming and stuff. If it was not that anybody wants to find out their kid actually got dosed with Xanax, but if all the kids decided to take a nap at the same time, most adults wouldn't be too mad at a birthday party like that. But this was, again, another just phenomenal episode. I'm going to say what I said before. It went so fast, but they were able to change the overall feel of the episode so much. And, it's just a complete 180 from the last episode, and I'll probably have another 180, and it'll be a full 360 from episode 3 to 5. But at least a shift in the relationship with everybody. And another just... We're 4 episodes in, and the writing in this series is just so next level. And as you said, Mason Quinn, so much story in a 30-minute episode. I just can't say enough about this series.
Yeah, as we were kind of talking about before, change pace, very, very well deserved for the most part, right? But I also love how we still had chaos. It was just in a different form. So the kitchen tension, chaos. Now we go to a home with family, tons of kids, chaos. That's I love how they still were able to, we got to keep something in here, but let's, we got to give them a break from our characters, but push it on to somebody else here, which was great. The family scene where Carmy goes in and everyone's, kind of coming up to him, like we said, Mr. New York and all that stuff. I thought that was pretty interesting way to show a lot of relatability for everyone that could be watching this, right? Because we all know that once you get around family, it's usually zero filter on.
Yep. Oh, I've been there. Oh, that's nice. You go to college for that? You know, that line. A lot of us have been there. It was very
rewarding. And there's all sorts of levels, right? I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that scene where some are nice, some are just like, wow, you probably should have filtered yourself before saying that. But hey, we'll go here. We'll keep talking. And with that older gentleman coming up and, hey, I thought you took yourself out or whatever. And that was my brother.
Oh my God, that
stuff
was
like that. Was just very interesting. But again, that's how some families are. Some relatives are. Really, so I'm pulling back on Tina now because she's kind of, she's gaining respect for Sydney, which is great.
Now they're getting on board with the game plan.
And now it seems like because of that, we can finally kind of start progressing forward with new changes potentially. But I get it, I get to a certain degree because sometimes you get, like you were kind of talking about, Dave, there's we'll say a rookie who's younger coming in, we'll say a veteran player who's been there for X amount of years, been doing it for however long, probably would be like, what the hell does this person know, right? I know this because I've done this, but then they come in and, they show their talents. And then you try their food, and it's just like mind-blowingly awesome. It's like, shit, okay, so this person does know their stuff. I'll dial myself back now and not give her such a hard time, because if I can team up with them and learn, or team up and we can make this so much better, it only helps us all out.
Well, and you hope they do that. You hope they don't stay stuck in their ways. Like I said, it's
Right.
the analogy of the guy that's been in the factory for 30 years and then the fresh out of college manager comes in and now we're going to shake things up and do things different. And what do you know? I've been doing this forever. So good to see Tina make that change.
Yeah. So, and then Marcus, hey, that's where I like to shine in the donuts while not making them, but eating them. That's
who doesn't like to eat?
Wow, Diamond Dave, what a stretch. He likes to eat donuts.
Well, and it's great too because
like donuts.
I don't consider myself a snob. I want to try them all. There's just certain donuts that I'm like, all right, I tried that. That won't be first on my list, kind of thing.
Do we have one of the fancy donut places around us, like Pink Donuts? I think that's a
there's a couple places
thing
that we can talk about later, but there's.
I don't know.
But I do like they're showing that side of them because I feel like people like me could relate to Marcus there because he was glowing and talking about
he
donuts
was.
and some of the other baked goods.
Well, especially
and it was
since
good to see him accomplish that cake, and then even Carmy just be like you know?
Yeah, because he was doing all the bakery for the rolls and everything, so it would make sense that he would want to progress to donuts.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what Marcus's progression is going to be in this series because I hope we keep going down this baked goods road because I want to see some more of that. And I love, again, I said it multiple times during this, love how Sydney took a really great leadership role there. It was like, you like it, I like it. Let's keep going with it and keep pushing forward to get him better and strive for more. So I love how Sydney handled that. And again, how Sydney handled everything with Tina, because earlier on when she did even just the shoulder bump, take all the words out, just the shoulder bump alone, it's like, well, that's incredibly unprofessional.
Yeah. That's
you
superior.
should be booted. Yeah, you should be booted. But Sydney kept a very level head. She could
way better than us.
Yeah, way better than us. But in this setting, we've already seen Sydney go at it with Richie, right? So she could have easily went at it with Tina, but she still tried to keep this level of composure with Tina, and we saw the end result. So bravo for all of them. And then, poor Pete. I hope we get a little bit more on the awkwardness, which was great. And in here, too, they were showing a lot of awkwardness with some family a little bit. Richie and Jimmy, Rick, I'm going to call him Rick. Rick and Jimmy. That was
better chef than you are, Rick.
Better chef than you are, Rick. But that was great to see that. And I hope we get more Uncle Jimmy throughout here. And the way this show, and I'll end with this, the way this show is able to deliver you some comedy and then immediately hit you with something serious, bravo, well done to everyone involved. Again, we're only 4 episodes in, so I really cannot wait to see what more the series is going to bring us. So, bravo.
Yeah, who knows which way episode 5 is going to go, but we'll be here for it. So, for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was the Bear. See you back for episode 5. Who knows what's going to happen.